That's a song, isn't it, Todd?
It is, because this is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Korea, Gail.
Gail Kim getting ready to start things off here, Todd. Should be quite a match.
Well, huge news for the fans in the UK. For the first time ever, the WWE is bringing its flagship TV programs, Raw and SmackDown, to the UK. Raw will be Monday the 11th of October, and SmackDown will be Tuesday the 12th of October. Both events will be at the Manchester Evening News Arena. Stay tuned to WWE programming and right here on Sky TV in the coming weeks for more on these exciting events, or log on to WWE.com. And from Puerto Rico, Nidia!
Little diva action to get things going here.
So it's Nidia and Gail Kim to kick off heat. And what about Taboo Tuesday, Mark Boyd? Mr. McMahon promised and delivered a huge announcement this past week on Raw.
Well, you know what, Todd? We're going to talk about all that a little bit later, but you said it. Every time Mr. McMahon promises to drop a bombshell on everyone, Mr. McMahon comes through.
He said it would affect all the fans, all the superstars,
and it did,
and the general manager, and he was right. Right now, we're just teasing the audience. See how we're doing that? We're making you stay tuned to Heat, people, because we got a great show lined up for you, especially in our main event as Roddy Mack faces Steven Richards and Gail Kim going for an early win.
And you know what? We had some great diva action, this past week. Stacy Keibler, she might not have the greatest ring skills, but that's 2 in a row now for Stacy Keibler.
Oh, leg sweep there from Gail Kim. And
Molly Holly turned her back for just a second, and Stacy capitalized on it.
Well, not only did Stacy win 2 matches, but she beat Molly in a dance-off competition.
But what was Molly thinking? I mean, Stacy Keibler used to be a Baltimore Raven cheerleader.
Well, Molly studied dance, okay?
Oh.
That was interpretive dance, and I interpreted it as very bad dance.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. You are having a great time, aren't you?
I always have, man. I love hanging out with you.
Well, I know you had a great time when you found out who the winner of the $250,000 Raw Diva Search was.
Well, you know what? We're going to show you that a little bit later on, but I don't think it really came down, obviously, to Christy and Carmella. And you had to wonder. Carmella, the fans always booed, but
they love to hate her.
Yeah, exactly. The love-hate relationship with Christy came out on top. We'll show you the whole thing a little bit later on.
Kind of like the way the fans feel about the coach, who you're filling in for this week.
That's right. They love to hate the coach, no doubt about that. And Nidia, Todd, kind of in control right now.
Absolutely, and that announcement that Mr. McMahon told us about will affect every superstar. The superstars here wanting to impress the fans.
Sure. Good point.
And right now, both of these women are really going all out.
Yeah, they really are, and what a way to kick off Heat. I'll tell you what, Todd, it's so important to kick off Heat with a good match. You know what I mean? It kind of sets the tone for the whole night.
And hold on, it appears Gail Kim has injured her shoulder. Gail Kim has had a history of injury problems, and right now, Nidia looks concerned that she... Oh,
man!
Gail Kim playing possum.
Possum! And Nidia fell victim!
Do they have possums in the UK?
Of course they do. They have possums all over the world.
I don't know that they do.
Possums are everywhere.
Well, the phrase possum means to surprise someone, to fake something, and right now it may be over.
No.
Gail Kim faking that injury, and Nidia fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Yes, she did. And now Gail Kim, the momentum quickly shifted. Am I right, Todd?
You are right, Mark Floyd. That's why we pay you the big bucks. For analyzation, is that a word?
Yeah, that's good enough for me. Those shots to the midsection, though, starting to take its toll on Nidia and Todd.
And a kick right to the lower back of Nidia. Now Gail Kim, a knee right to the skull. This could be over. Nidia taking several big shots, and no, still in it.
Tell you what, Nidia's a different diva, a different warrior anymore, A year or two ago, Nidia would have stayed down, but not anymore, Todd.
Well, Nidia,
I don't care what you say.
What?
Huh? Sorry. That was uncalled for.
Let's talk about not staying down. Shawn Michaels came within inches of beating Y2J for the Intercontinental Championship when the CLB got involved.
Yeah, what a shock. Christian, who originally came out to be part of the announce team with JR and the King, and then just couldn't keep his nose. Couldn't keep his nose clean and stay out of the business, huh?
Well, if you say what you will about Christian, but he knows that he wants to be the Intercontinental Champion. Hold on, a roll up here from Nidia, no. Christian wants that Intercontinental Champion just as bad as the other two guys.
Yeah, but you know, it was Christian who got thrown out. Christian got thrown out, but it was the problem solver that came undone.
Tyson top rope. Oh, Nidia reversing
Here we go, Todd.
Both of these women taking abuse, and who's going to be the first to give in?
I know who you'd like to give in.
What does that mean?
That means that sometimes you have a favorite.
I do.
You know, I know that.
I do, I want the referee to win. I think he's great.
You love the strike jerk.
I love it. And look at this, Gail Kim now putting on one of her patented submission holds, and Nidia thinking about giving up here. Will Gail Kim get the win on this submission hold?
Usually, Gail Kim does. It's just too tough. It's too early.
Nidia escapes and gets the hip toss, and that just goes to show you how bad Nidia wants to impress the fans here in this opening match on Heat.
Yeah, but now you got to wonder what damage was done to Nidia. Can Nidia come back? Well, there's a nice forearm. Tied in another one, huh?
Trading shots in the middle of the ring, these two divas. Gail Kim appears to have the upper hand, but Nidia answers with a boot to the face.
Look out, Gail Kim!
And Nidia now. And over the leg suplex. Oh, no. And Nidia turning the tables. This has been a great opening match here on Heat.
It really has. And just when you thought, well, I thought Gail Kim was going to pick up the victory, Todd.
Oh, Gail Kim, to her credit, has not given in. Nidia showed plenty of heart, too.
Yeah, I was about to say, both of these divas really, I think, knowing that it's very important to impress the fans because of Taboo Tuesday. I think you hit the nail right on the head, Todd. Oh, off the top rope.
A hot shot there on Gail Kim. And Nidia now
how much more do they have left in the tank, Todd?
I don't know, but this may do it.
Look at this.
Nidia with yet another submission hold.
What is this contraption?
Stretching that back ankle, that lower leg, that knee, and
There it is.
Nidia taps out.
Jeez.
Here is your winner, Gail Kim.
Well, both of these divas really gave it all. You know, they both wanted the win, but also Gail Kim and Nidia wanted to impress the fans. There's no doubt about that for Taboo Tuesday, Todd.
It looks like mission accomplished.